Hi everybody, Tea Time Gal, and welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to be working with hot glue, silicone molds, and mica powders. We're going to be making some interesting little embellishments, flower embellishments. I have some that I've already made, and we're going to be making some more. And if that's what you're interested in, then just keep watching, and we'll put you down on the desk as usual, and we'll get started. Okay. I've done some ahead of time to get an idea and a feel for how we're going to do this. This one here was made with the mica powder in the mold, brushed into the mold, and then I put the hot glue in, and I put mica powder in the hot glue, and I mixed it with a toothpick to mix the mica powder into it. So this is mica powder on the mold and in the hot glue. This one, I just put the hot glue in the mold and then put the mica powder in the hot glue and mixed it up. So it doesn't have mica powder on the outside. So it has like this little, clear edging to it. So it was a neat effect. But it does have mica powder in it as well. But around the outside edges, it's kind of clear. This one here, I decided to put gold in the mold. And then I did black. I put the hot glue in the mold, and then I put black mica powder in and mixed it in. So it has gold on the outside and black on the inside. So it has like a desired two-tone effect. This one here, I put green mica powder in the leaves of the mold and red mica powder in the flower. And then I poured in the hot glue, and I did not put the mica powder in the glue itself. I just put it in the mold. And this is how this turned out. This one here, I did this mold, and I just put mica powder in the mold in the hot glue itself. I didn't put it in the mold. And then it sunk in a little bit, so I had to put some hot glue on the end, at the end process, because it sunk down, and I didn't put any powder in that, so it's just like a plug there at the end, but nobody sees the back anyways, they see the front. And it has like a clear coating on it. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it has like a clear coating to it, because I didn't put mica powder in the mold itself. I just put it in the hot glue. And then this one, I had this mold here, and what I did was I put mica powder in the mold, and then I poured the hot glue in, and I didn't put any mica powder in the mold, the hot glue itself. And this is how it turned out. It turned out like a frosty color, like a little translucent purplish color. And I put it up the sides of the mold as well, the powder. So that's how I did some of those. And we'll do some repeats of those if you want to get an idea how to do it. And we'll do some other stuff too. So you always have plenty of wet ones on hand, baby wipes, to clean up mica powder. Works wonderful to clean up mica powder. Mica powders we're going to be using today, I got in a kit that has multiple shades and colors and hues of mica powder in these little shaker containers. So I pulled out to be working with today. We've got Snow White, we've got Emerald Green, Sky Blue, Passion Purple, Percussion Blue, and Light Coral Red. It's like a pinky color. I got my hot glue guns here. If you're going to be working with a bigger, deeper molds that require a lot more hot glue, you're going to want a big glue gun, a full-size glue gun. This is a Surebonder. And for the smaller, more intricate, smaller molds that you might be working with, or more shallow molds, you're going to want a smaller glue gun. So I have my Gorilla Glue Precision Tip, small mini hot glue gun. This is an excellent time too You're not going to want to use your Gorilla Glue sticks, your expensive glue sticks on this. Get your cheaper, run-of-the-mill, cheaper glue sticks you can get your hands on, because it's not going to matter about the strength or the bondage or anything like that. You're going to want to use your cheap glue sticks for this, because it's going to use a lot of glue, so you get your cheap glue sticks. This is a good time to go run to the dollar store and get their glue sticks. Also, it's a good opportunity to use your glitter glue sticks from the Dollar Tree. You can use these instead of using the colorants here, the mica powder. You can use the glitter glue sticks and just pour the glitter glue into the molds, and it will be your color, and it'll have sparkling glitter in it as well. So we'll do a few of those too, as soon as I get this little glue gun out of the glue, and we'll work with that too, and we'll show you how that works. So you're going to need a paintbrush. I don't know what happened to my little tiny paintbrush, but I need it. And I don't know where it went. I had it earlier, and it just, poof, it disappeared. It got legs and walked away. So I don't know where it is right hand. So let's do this one here. Let's zoom in a little bit at least, because you're going to want to see what I'm working with, but you want to zoom in a little bit. Okay. Now, let's just start out with one of these colors. Let's do the pink. And let's do like this, the center of color, the middle of color, and the leaves, the petals of color. So I'm going to have to get me my paintbrush for a little while. So take your mica powder. You dip your paintbrush in the mica powder, and you color. It's like coloring. You color the mica powder up the sides and in the petal of the flower where you want the powder to show. And you want just a thin layer. You just want the color to show. You don't want like an excess of powder everywhere. Then you're just going to have to wipe it out of the mold later. And then wipe the paintbrush off. Let's do a white center. Cap off it. And let's do a purple middle part. Oh, great. Got it all over my shirt. And all over my hand. Okay. If you get mica powder on your shirt, do not wipe it off with a wet one, because it's just going to smear and it's going to set the color into your shirt. Just flick it off best you can and move on. Okay, now that we have the color in our little mold, what we're going to do is top it off with hot glue. Now, if you have a deep mold, you're going to want to go easy on the trigger. You want a constant flow as much as you can, because you all know if you use a lot of hot glue, it takes a while for the glue gun to heat the glue back up, and you're going to have a pause in your flow. So you're going to go slow and steady, because if you wait for it to cool, it's going to build up a little layer, And then when you go to put more hot glue on top of it, it's going to create a layer in your flower, and it's going to show up that there's a break, that there's a layer in it, and you don't want that. You want it to be one solid piece. So you're going to go slow and steady, and you're going to want to just take it nice and easy and just start in the center and then work your way to the edges and try to keep everything as liquidy and as hot as you can and evenly as you can until it's filled to the top. Now, if you have a very deep mold like this one, you don't necessarily need to fill it all the way to the top, as long as it's even. You can do it halfway, a quarter of the way, three-quarters of the way full, as long as it's even on the end and at the end, so that your piece will sit flat on the surface. Now, you want to make sure that you have an even surface that you're doing this on, because if your piece is cockeyed or uneven, the hot glue is going to pool to one side, and you're going to not have a flat bottom when you're done with your particular project. So make sure you have a flat surface. It's not angled. It's not twisted or anything. And you're going to go slow, steady, and you're going to fill the cavity and keep everything as even as you can, and try to keep it all melted so that it seals as one solid piece. So you start in the center, nice, slow, even seal, and you work your way to the outsides. Nice and even. Try to keep it all melty. Move it all around. Get the glue all the way to the edges. Let it pull up. There we go. Now you're going to take your piece and you're going to tap it on your tabletop to flatten it all out and get rid of any air bubbles that are in it. And you're going to set it to the side to cool. Okay, then we're going to do another one. Let's do this one. This is another two-tone. We're going to do the flowers in a color, and we're going to do the leaves in another color. So we're going to do the leaves in green. Claude, that's enough, honey. Claude, please. Thank you. See, I was barking because somebody's outside. I want the world to know. Little doll face. She's alerting. Okay, let's make the flower. Should we go with purple or white? Let's go with white. Let's go with a white flower. White rose. Just pat it in place. And I got way too much mica powder in this. So what you can do is you can tap it down and blow in gently. Get that mica powder out of there so much and you don't have so much in there. Okay. Gonna get the hot glue gun. Again, spread it to the edges, nice even stream. Fill it to the top if you like. Always fill it less if you want. And then tap it. Set it to cool. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do this tulip. I think we're going to mix the color this time. We'll do a blue tulip. Actually, let's do a glitter one. Let's do a red tulip. So I loaded up a red glitter stick in the little glue gun here. We're going to pour some of this in here till the red comes out. And it's coming out. And we're going to just pour it in here. We're not going to fill this all the way up to the top. That's just too much. Okay. I'm going to set that aside to cool. Let's do one of these little flowers. Pull the glue stick out. You can do that. Let's do a gold flower. Do I have enough gold sticks? I don't think I have enough gold sticks. No, I don't have enough gold sticks, but we can do silver. And it's only coming right out so far. Here comes the silver. The only bad thing about these glue sticks, when you change color, it wastes so much. Kind of a pain in the butt. Okay, let's see if we can. This one's not turning out so well. It's not flattening out. That's a little better. Just trying to get the glue stick out of here, the silver, back to the clear. And there we are, we're back to the clear. Okay. All right, let's see how some of these are looking. Now this is the first one we did. What you're going to do is take your thumbs and peel it away from the mold from the flower, and push up with your fingers from the bottom and peel it up. And there it is. There might be some little flash pieces on the edge that need to be cut away or pulled away or whatever. But there's our first little flower. Now in the mold, there might be some resin or some pigment left, some powder. So you just need to wipe that out with a baby wipe. If you can't get it all out, go to the sink and wash it out with hot soapy water. Be forceful with your molds. They are silicone. You can do anything to these. They will return to shape. That's the wonderful thing about silicone. Good enough for now. Let's check this one. Again, pull apart with your thumbs, push up with your fingers, and pop it out. Well, that one turned out kind of nice. I like the way that some of the white got onto the leaves and made it kind of iridescent as well. That's very pretty. I like that. And it's kind of mushy in the middle, so be careful. Don't smush it. It's still kind of mushy in the middle. And again, just take a wet one. Really get in there. Get all that mica powder out. You take it to the sink, wash it under hot soapy water. Really get it all out. Force it open and really grind in there and get all that mica powder out. Good enough for now. Okay, yeah, this is ready, I think. Again, pull, push, pop it out. And here is this one. You can go back later and put rhinestones on these. You can put gold leaf pen on them. You can put really anything. Put pearls. Paint them if you want to paint them with nail polish. You can paint them with acrylic paint markers. Now see, this is what could happen. I don't know if you can see this or not. See, it's got those little bumped edges. You can easily snip those off with scissors or X-Acto knife, make them flat so that they'll sit on your project better. They'll sit flat. How about this one? Nope, that one's not ready yet. Let me make a couple small ones. Let's make one just with hot glue so you can see what that one looks like. Let's do this one with just hot glue. This is a nice thin one. No, let's not do this one. Let's do another thin one. Let's do this one. This one looks pretty. This is a nice thin one. We're just going to do hot glue only. We're not going to put any color in it. Okay. Now we'll do some small ones. What color haven't we used yet? We haven't used the blue yet. We haven't mixed the colors in it yet, so we'll do that next. So you pour some in your cavity. To the top. Take a toothpick. You tap in some colorant, some powder. And then while it's still hot, you mix the color. You're not going to be able to get all the way down to the edges of the mold, but you will get the color, and that's where you get the clear bit on the edges. There you go. Do another one. Doesn't take much pigment powder at all, much mica powder. Let's do a couple of purple. Let's do the sky blue. Got the wrong gun. And you're going to want to work with them one at a time so that your glue doesn't harden up on you while you're trying to get them all done. Let's do a pink. Let's do an emerald green. Got the wrong gun again. Okay, there we go. Some of those need to be filled up just a little bit more as you're settling. And again, you're not going to see the back side of this anyways. So it's not going to matter all that much. Nothing cool. Okay, let's go over here and check out this flower here. It's done. It has a lot of flash on it. She just cuts right away. Okay. So this is what we've done so far this time around. Aren't they pretty? We'll add those to the collection. Let's see about this one here, this clear one. Nope, not ready yet. Still plugging away there. Okay, this one's ready. Pull with your thumbs, push up on the bottom, pop it out, and we have a translucent flower. You can paint it, you can do anything you want to it. It's your little bits on the edges that need pulled off. Nice and flat on the back. And anything you want to. So instead of putting the color in them, you can make them clear and then paint them yourself. With acrylic paints, paint markers, paint markers and pigment ink does not stay on these. They rub right off because it's hot glue. But acrylic markers, acrylic paints, nail polish, stuff like that sticks to them really well, and you can paint them. So instead of putting, if you don't have the mica powders, you can always paint them as an option. Or you can use the glitter hot glue, like we did with those two. Now, if you've noticed on some of them, if you put too much mica powder in the mold and there's mica powder that's rubbing off on your fingers, just take a baby wipe or a wet one and just wipe off the outside of the flower, and it'll wipe off that excess residue of mica powder, but it won't wipe it all off because the mica powder that is causing it to stay the color is already in the hot glue. It won't wipe off, but the excess that's getting on your fingers will come off on the wet one, and it won't come off anymore, and it won't stain your fingers or anything. So you can do that. Just wipe the baby wipe across the outside of the flower. But you won't have that problem with the glitter hot glue because the glitter is in the hot glue. Okay. These seem to be okay now. So you're going to, again, pull with your thumbs and push up with your finger. And here's the first one. Now, we didn't put any mica powder in the mold, did we? No, we just mixed it. So it turned out really nice. Here comes the purple one. A lot of flash on it. I call it flash. I don't know. I used to work at a plastics factory when I was younger, and the little pieces and stuff hanging off the plastic parts was called flash, and we had to pull it off. So that's what I call it, is flash. It's just the extra little bits that need to be removed off of something. Here comes the blue. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, there you go. Here comes the pink. Comes another blue. Or was that the purple? No, that was a blue. Here comes the green. So here you have your little tiny flowers. I get my molds from everywhere. I get them from the craft stores. I get them from Amazon. I get them from Wish. I get them from Temu. I get them from Walmart. I get them from secondhand stores. I get them from thrift stores. I get them from yard sales. I get them from crafting fairs. All kind, anywhere and everywhere. I get them from everywhere. I don't remember where I got the mica powders from. I tried going back and looking. I thought I got them from Amazon, but I looked back and it didn't say that I got it from them. And I tried looking on Wish and I didn't get it from Wish. And I tried looking on eBay and I didn't get it on eBay. And I don't know where I picked it up at. I might have picked it up at a craft store for all I remember. And I don't remember how much it was. So I'm sorry about that, folks. I just don't remember for the life of me. So, well, there we go. We have hot glue embellishments of flowers. You can add to your crafting projects or packages or a card or anything really. They're really pretty. So that was the tutorial for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun crafting with you today, and I got more crafting videos on the way. If you ever see me in the same outfit for a couple of videos, it's because I just get in a niche and I start crafting, and I'll put out 2 or 3 videos in one day, and then I upload 1 a day to my channel. And I stockpile videos in case I ever get sick or I'm on vacation or I have to go somewhere and I don't have time to do a video for that day. And I have them on standby so that I can just upload them to my channel 1 a day so that you guys always have fresh content. And if, you know, people, life gets in the way. Life gets in the way and you can't always predict. You know, you might come down sick, you feel like crap one day and you just can't bring it to yourself to put out a video. And you have a few on standby, so that way you can just go to your computer, upload a video, go back to bed, and you guys have content, fresh content for that day. I don't want to put you guys, you know, where you don't have something that you can't watch. And if I'm feeling under the weather, I want to make sure I can still provide content for you. So I get in a niche and I'll do 2 or 3 videos a day. And then I have standby stuff on to upload for you guys so you have something to watch. So if I'm in the same outfit and 2 or 3 videos in a row, it's because I did 2 or 3 videos that day. So, hey, it is what it is. Us creators got to do what we got to do to keep the content flowing. So, with all that being said, you guys have a wonderful day. It's great to see your all smiling faces again. And we'll catch you on the flip side.